Welcome back to the All Seasons channel. Right now would be a great time to get in there and give me a thumbs up. If you like my content, please don't forget to subscribe, ring that notification bell. You'll get notified every time I post a video. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to give you a tour of my truck. Now if I get positive response to this video and you guys tell me you want to see more of this truck, then I'll do more. If I don't get a good response, I probably won't. You really need to let me know if you like this video. So we're going to start inside the cab, and here we go. Of course, everybody's got a dash cam nowadays. Got to have a dash cam. My Easy Pass transponder to get through the West Virginia toll booths. Just last year I put that thing up there. That holds my cell phones, my earbuds, my safety glasses, and a few other little miscellaneous things. That stuff used to all lay right here, and it was just such a mess, such a clutter. I hate clutter, so got that stuff moved up there out of the way, and it's a whole lot nicer now. So here's the rack where I keep all my catalogs and my notebooks and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm old school. I like paper catalogs. I've got my rain suit hanging up back there, and down here, this big console, I've got spare clothes. I've needed spare clothes in the past. I was working on a guy's sewer one time, and I mean, I was covered, absolutely covered. That was a stinking of stuff. He put some kind of chemical in the tank to make it nicer for me to work on, and it stunk to high heavens. I actually had to stop at Walmart, go in Walmart, and buy me a set of clothes and come out in the parking lot and change clothes, because I could not stand the smell. So now I carry spare clothes with me. I do have an inverter in this truck so that I can have AC power. Down here beside the seat, I've got my battery chargers for my my drills and stuff like that. And of course, the ever-present camera bag now, because you got all this camera equipment when you do YouTube channels. So that's pretty much it inside the cab, and we're gonna move on. All right. This truck has 4 exterior doors on each side, and as you'll see, these are pretty large compartments. Plus, I have all the inside storage. So we're gonna start right here with door number 1. So what is behind door number 1, you ask? Well, let's go see. All right, door number 1. Let's start right here. Here are all of my dinosaur boards for propane appliances. Keep a couple of those. Thermostat for Coleman. Dometic thermostat, an old analog thermostat. Oh, we got water heater boards. We got reigniter boards. Got a couple of water heater boards actually. The old reigniter boards for the refrigerators. I believe Dometic used these. And we got more thermostats. Got a Dometic thermostat that's not in the original box for some reason, don't know why. Keep a couple of just simple thermostats in here. You just never know when you will need to just wire a simple thermostat. So that's in there. In this one, this plastic thing, we've got a few OEM boards. Got a OEM furnace board, an OEM Dometic refrigerator board, Norcold refrigerator board, another Norcold board. I don't even know what's in this box down here. Oh, that's an old Norcold board as well. All right, in this one, I've got my dinosaur test boards. Dinosaur was nice enough to send me those to test with. That way I don't have to pull out a brand new board to test. Got a comfort control center thermostat for the Dometic. That's probably the multi-zone LCD display one. I got a Dometic 10-button thermostat. I got another OEM furnace board here. And just a couple other little miscellaneous junkola things. A water heater board for an old, I got a board for a Suburban water heater. Now down here I've got a couple of snakes for running wires through conduit and stuff like that. Sometimes those come in real handy. I also keep a 25-foot 30-amp extension cord in here. That way, if somebody needs to buy an extension cord, I can sell them the cord. Or if I need a short cord for a camper, I just cut that end off, cut the female end off, and hardwire that into the panel box just like the other short cord. And so I've got something that serves two purposes here. It's either an extension cord or a short cord. I got a whole bunch of miscellaneous wiring down in here. Some a little bit heavier wiring. Got some 110 wiring in here. Keep some 12-2 on the truck. A little bit of conduit. And of course, I have my 7-way test box. So I can plug this into a customer's truck and we can test his 7-way plug on his truck. And each light will light like it's supposed to. Now, I always kind of get a kick when I pull this out because I tell people, I said, well, me and the Hair Bear bunch, we're going to test your wiring on your truck. And I get this out. This is my test box. And they go, oh my gosh, that's an old metal lunchbox. And you destroyed it. You made a test box out. They said, how do you know that's not worth a lot of money? I said, well, so I just tell them, I said, well, I don't know if it's worth any money or not. I think at the time they wanted $250 for this test box. And I made this one for $10 or whatever. But I tell them, I said, well, if it is worth anything, this one is my brother's lunchbox. And I still have mine, which is not completely true. I do have mine. As a matter of fact, mine's under my outbuilding down here for some reason. I don't know why it's under my outbuilding, but it's all rusted out. But so yeah, so me and the Hair Bear bunch, we check out some 7-ways sometimes. If you're old enough to remember the Hair Bear bunch, you're starting to get old. Let's see what's behind door number 2. Now this is mostly electrical stuff. In this compartment, I have battery cables. I believe that's 2-aught, got red and black. I got all my new wire on spools. I think most of this is 12-gauge wire. It's just usually what I keep on the truck. 14-gauge wire in multiple colors. White, green, blue, black, red, white. I got a little bit of thermostat wire. I got some 2-way wire. Down in this box here, I've got a breakaway switch. Got another, just a breakaway key and lanyard. Got the brake controller and another lanyard. We just don't do a lot of brake controllers anymore. Used to do a ton of them. Just fuse holders we can put in line if we need to. And there's other brake controller junk in there. In this box here, I got all my 7-way plugs and a 7-to-4 adapter. 7-way plugs, car end and trailer ends. And I can also have some 4-way stuff, a little bit of 6-way, a little bit of 5-way. All that's in there. In this container here, I've got all my 12-volt switches, different colors, different sizes, plate for mounting the switch in, and We got water heater. We got the Suburban water heater switches and electric step switches and magnets and all that. Just a whole bunch of different switches. Just a whole bunch of different switches. Most of them are rocker switches. There's probably some toggle switches and there's a toggle switch. There's rotary switches. There's just a bunch of switches. This container got some clearance lights and lenses. We used to do a ton of these. I used to sell a lot of clearance light covers, and so I kept a tub with different colors and sizes and everything. And I can't remember the last time I sold a clearance light cover. Oh, in this container we got just some miscellaneous electrical stuff, little hold downs for like coax cable, conduit clamps, and stuff like that. Come in really handy. More conduit clamps. There's some box clamps and just miscellaneous electrical clamp type stuff in this one. This one I have a porch light, a lot of other light bulbs. Or ceiling lights and different styles, different sizes, and tail lights for trailers or my vehicles. All my light bulbs are in here. And that's pretty much it. A lot of light bulbs. Something else used to sell a ton of, and just don't sell many. Just don't sell many light bulbs anymore. Everything's gone LED. But I have to keep this stuff, because I work on some older campers, so I hate to need something and not have it. That's why I've got this big old truck, and it's loaded down the way it is. In this container here we got our 12-volt breakers. Got a solenoid, a bunch of breakers, different size breakers. They're probably from 20 to like 50 amp or something like that. All right, so we moved to door number 3. What is behind door number 3, you ask? Well, let's go look. There is a lot going on in this door. In this door, we have our putty tape and a little bit of butyl. I don't really like butyl. I prefer to have putty tape. This one we got some eye bolts and pulleys for pop-up campers. Some of these pulleys I've ordered more than I actually needed, so I've got a few extra old pulleys and eye bolts. So, usually if I need 4, I'll buy 5, so I'll just throw the extra in here. That's pretty much all that's in here. More rollers for pop-ups. In this container, I've got my foam tape for doing for resealing frameless windows and stuff like that. I got some drawer hardware, slides and rollers in there. I also keep a complete door lock for a travel trailer. Don't have one for a motorhome because there's just too many different kinds of them, but I can just about replace any entry door lock on a travel trailer with this one right here because it's chrome. So whether theirs was white or black or chrome, they're usually happy with the chrome. Everybody likes chrome, right? This one here got some screen door parts, new latches, right and left for screen door, a couple of assist handles, and a few door holders in different lengths and stuff like that. In this one, got there's my other screen door latch. Got a bunch of cam locks for compartment doors and stuff like that, different lengths. Something else. Used to do a ton of these, and I can't remember the last time that I replaced a cam lock on a compartment door. Just strange how that works. You do something a lot, and then all of a sudden you don't do another one for years. And this one's all my hose clamps from like 3-inch down to 3/4, ½ inch. Just a bunch of hose clamps, a bunch of loose ones, hose clamps. Alright, in these old DeWalt drill boxes, I have all of my loose brass fittings and some steel fittings, but mostly brass. Well, I'll have to pick that up on. Oh, we got check valves for water heaters, check valve, we got water heater nipples, and plenty of check valves. I don't know, I think I ordered a bunch of check valves when I didn't really need check valves. And just a lot of miscellaneous brass fittings that I've collected over the last 25 years. That's what's in this one. Now, alright, so that's what's in the top one. Let's see what's in the bottom one. Oh look, more miscellaneous brass. I knew what was in there. So like I say, it's just a bunch of loose used brass fittings that I've collected over the years. You know, I end up digging through these boxes quite a bit, and I can usually find what I need. All right, moving down here on the lower level, what do we have? Well, we got more brass fittings. These are new brass fittings, still in the packages. You know, when you're out on a job and you need brass fittings, you know, if you're an hour from a nearest town, you know, you've got to have this stuff to work. These are all 1/2 inch fittings in this one. In this one I have all my 1/4 and 1/8 inch brass fittings, new ones. And some of them are not in the package still, but they're still new, they've never been used. So all my new fittings, my smaller stuff is in there. And in this one I have all of my new larger stuff. To be honest with you, this stuff here is obsolete for me because of one thing. The really old campers used to use a lot bigger gas lines than they do now, and the really old campers are all gone. We just don't see them anymore. Because I also have all these big fittings too, because I used to install Generac home standby generators, and we needed all these 1/2 inch brass fittings for that, but I don't do those anymore. So this box here is pretty much obsolete. I probably should just get rid of all this stuff. I guess sell it for scrap. I don't know what I'd do with it. Now this starts all my fasteners. I've got lacing wire, got some all thread down in here. Keep a box of 3-inch drywall screws. There's a box of 1 5/8 back there. Use a ton of those. This is all fasteners in here. Got some deck screws when you just need a good exterior screw. Got all my brads in here for my pneumatic brad gun and my staple gun. We got some sort of miscellaneous stuff. The little plastic rivets that hold your shower surrounds up and stuff like that. Just a whole bunch of screws in here. Different lengths, different sizes, exterior, interior. There's even I even have some concrete screws in here. This is just for my personal use, but everything's in my truck, so I just keep everything in my truck. Even have some paneling nails, finish nails. A little bit of everything in here, but it's all pretty much fasteners. All right, now we move to door number 4. What's behind door number 4? This compartment has my air compressor. I've got a 100-foot extension cord. I got my jumper cables. I've got shorter extension cords. I think there's 150 feet of air hose here. This is also where I keep my electrical adapters. I keep this little detachable short cord because one time I went to work on a guy's camper and I said, "Where is your short cord?" And he just looked at me funny, and I was like, "Your detachable short cord that plugs in your camper." He said, "Oh, I didn't bring that with me." So I've been carrying one of these ever since, and I've never needed it. Ain't that the way it goes? If you got it, you never need it again. Keep a few 30 to 15 adapters in here, and some other adapters. There's a 50 to 30 and adapter, and a 30 to 50, a backwards one. Because once again, I was on a job and needed a 50 to 30 adapter. The customer didn't have one, campground didn't have one. I didn't have one, so now I've got one on the truck. So there you have it. There's our truck tour for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Ring the notification bell. You'll get notified when I post new videos. If it seems like you guys like this tour, I'll do more. If you don't really like it, I won't do any more, because just not. So, hey, thanks for watching, and I'm going to go down the road and fix another one, and y'all have a great day.